Hello everybody, it is Dark Art Pro. Yes, I'm back in the studio. What a wonderful place to be. Yes, so quick sit rep before we start anything, of course, is the weather in the north of England. From south to north. The north of England weather today is dry. Yeah, we're dry today. My God, can you believe that? Never dry here, it always rains. Anyway, nice to be back. Thanks for everybody for watching. Really pleased. Thanks for tuning into my channel. I appreciate your time watching these videos, and hopefully you might learn something which is really cool, or you just like to watch, which is absolutely fine. So yeah, we're continuing on with our alien xenomorph. I have just done a bit more since last time because I just got into it, and I don't want the videos to last 3-4 hours that take forever and you just give in. So I've worked on this area here. I've darkened this area here and I've lightened it again. I'll explain what I'm doing there. Same in there. I have started working on the head a bit more colour on the head, and I've started, you can see there's quite a few highlights on here. But there's a reason I'm doing that. I'm putting highlights down to layer more paint on top. And then the final highlights will be pure white, which you will see. So I'm keen to continue, and this area here, I'm going to make this kind of more complex, putting lots of goo and stuff in there, but I am going to layer on top of these highlights that I'm doing here. I started a little bit over on this chin area here, and then put detail across the forehead here into this area, darken up slowly. But yeah, so this sort of section is more about, we're going to not the finer details, but we are hitting some detail, but we're hitting more layering of paint. Yeah, so I am using my Micron and I'm using the HPC today. Yeah, that's got inside the HPC. I forgot I had. We've used Royal Candy Blue. We've used Infected Yellow. I'm now going to use some Brutal Candy Blue. This lovely one here, which is darkened quite down. So it's just kind of a really dark Brutal Candy Blue. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'll start hitting these darker areas in here and just bringing it out a little bit, sort of morphing it or sort of blending it into the rest of it. So we're going to darken him up a little bit, but then we're going to hit some highlights as well, and we'll keep going back and forth until we're happy with it. And then I'm going to put lots of sort of goo between these areas here, so it looks a little slivery. Awesome. So without further ado, I'm going to pop that back in there. I'm going to add some more highlighted areas, and I probably might do some using reducer just to get pick out some really dimps and timples on the top of the bones and the armoured area, so it really pops a little bit. So yes, so let's continue. So I'm going to get me glasses on. Yes, I have to use glasses. Oh my God. Right, okay, yes, so thanks for tuning in, really pleased. I'm just going to put some more highlights on here. So yeah, this is a lot of work, this alien. You don't realise till you start doing it that the work becomes more and more, the hours put in. But it has to be worth it, you know. So I'm adding some kind of lighter areas on top of the peaks here. And then I'm going to just layer some Brutal Candy Blue on top as well, just over the top. Just slightly. Yeah, so I hope everyone's having a good day, back in again. It's nice to be back in the studio. Away from the hustle and bustle of life. Yeah, so you might think it's counterproductive. I put all this lovely candy yellow on here. That's fine because it kind of layers a bit. It keeps layering and layering and layering, so it gives all that lovely depth that we want. But that's just part of the process, and it's enjoying it, isn't it? It's enjoying what we're doing. It's figuring out what we want from the painting. So in this area I've darkened it really down. I even put some base black I think on here, and then I've brought it back again. You can see here I'm just doing a little bit of sort of looks like veins or part of some sort of texture there, or muscle tone. Same across the top here. It's extremely satisfying. Then I'm going to hit that with some blue in a bit. Okay, so yeah, just hit this bit here. And if it doesn't work, I think we'll just try another technique. But with all candies, it's layering and getting that lovely depth that we want. I'm using the micron for this because it's nice and fine. Which is cool. That is a kind of highlighted area then. Put those teeth in here. I digress. Okay. So I'm just going to show you here, I think. Let's get some candy blue and see what it looks like. Pop that across there. We're layering, people, layering. So this area here, I'm just going to go over that white area just very lightly. Extend it a bit. Same with this, where I've just put highlight in. I'm going over that area again. Darken below it. Then what I'll do after is actually hit some of that area with some more white and lift it out again. Like I say, I'm just layering, giving more texture to the painting at the moment. There we go. Over this section here, you can see that it's nice and white. Right, I'm going to try and hit this now. We know it's going to be dark over underneath here. So here's the candy blue gone in it. Just a little layer on top. Same across here. Actually, I'm going a bit darker there even. Yeah. Splurge. So we're adding more texture, more depth of colour. Over the top of that bit there. You know, because the alien is from a different planet and he looks kind of cool. But I've learnt with paintings, it's just doing lots of airbrushing is really taking your time, seeing if things work. Sometimes you're experimenting as you go, seeing if things work, see if things pan out the way you want them to. But like you say, sometimes they don't. And colour is a bit like that. You have to really kind of practice with it. But it's up to you how you progress with the colour, and you know. And sometimes things work out, and sometimes things don't. But I've got an idea in my head how I want this piece to end. Yeah, because he is quite a dark character, so we can go and keep pushing and adding different layers of textures and colours to get it what we want. But the whole point is the layering, focusing on the layering, bit at a time, all the time. If we go too dark, we can bring it back. We have got white, we can do what we want with it. So I'm just going over these highlights again here, what I've just done. So it's adding more kind of detail as well, kind of depth to it, which is what I'm really after. It's just like a tint of colour across the top. So in this area here, we're going to hit it across there now, because it's just white. It's a bit similar to how you do True Fire, to be fair. It's all layering and then highlighting on top again, then layering again. You can see the colour on there, kind of lifts that out a bit. Same in this corner here, but it gives you a hint of something's underneath, whether it's a piece of muscle. You can darken it down further. And then we hit it again, highlight it again, hit it again. It's kind of very pleasurable, to be fair. There we go. What we want is lovely depth of colour. I appreciate all the comments that people are doing again. It's really nice. I think it's good to learn from each other and good to get that encouragement, because art is pretty cool. I'm very passionate about what I do. Again, okay, it's in the blue again, a bit darker. Right. And this is quite subtle, I guess. I mean, I hope you can see it picking up on a camera what I'm doing a little bit. I need to add some more highlights and go over those as well. Let's try a bit over here. Yeah, so I need to hit these, put some highlights on, and then go over them again. And we're going to put some more colour on the head as well. Let's move that down. Again, not being afraid. And go with the curve. We're going with the curve. Yeah, it's coming on a bit now. We could try and we could potentially battle damage the head a bit, but I'm not sure if we want to do that. I think he looks kind of cool, smooth. I'm being a bit scaredy cat here. Let's put some more on. Yeah, it's darkening up nicely now. That's what I kind of after. Lovely. Yeah, so the candies are really cool for this layering technique, because that's what we want, the transparent, which is absolutely brilliant. It's like if some people do animals and use lots of fur, and it's just layering upon layering upon layering, and you can take forever doing this stuff. I mean, which is fine, that's what you want, isn't it? You know, you want to have that level of detail, then you have to spend the time doing it. So what I'm saying is, really, don't rush your projects. If you want those results, you have to put the time to do it. Well, I'm really enjoying doing these videos. I will do some more. I am going to do some VW work soon. That's going to be really cool. And in between we'll do some other stuff as well. I've got an eye on different monsters I want to do. Monster Fest. See, it's coming on slightly there. It's getting better and better. Let's just darken this bit here. But you know, painters take different times, different length of times to do. And I thought, oh, this shouldn't take too long. But the more you get into it, the more that you start thinking, okay, how much detail, how much time do I want to spend on this? And I tell you what, I want to spend quite a bit of time in it because it's cool. So I'm sorry if the videos might seem a bit repetitive, but if you want to see real-time progress, this is the place to be, really. Yeah, he's looking good now, isn't he? Let's just get this dark area here. So I'm tempted. Let's go in here. Oh, baby, yeah, blinky blink. There we go. Let's layer a bit of colour across that highlight there, and even on there again. Adding texture, adding depth, adding some interest to the painting. Without going crazy. I'm getting these lovely colours now coming through. Yeah, this lovely beautiful hue across the top. All these pipes and areas of interest, yeah. Absolutely blissful to do. Let's add some colour on there. Because, like I said, I banged on about it before. I mean, nothing's uniform on this alien, so apart from maybe the head, that's about it. But so you can really go for it. You can really enjoy what you're doing. See, we're getting this lovely sort of depth to it now. So I'm going to continue doing this all the way over it. Let's hit the head again. That bit there. Even on the head, just adding. If you can see, I'm just adding a bit of a darker line there. Just adds to a bit more detail. And the eye sort of focuses on that, and it kind of gives it that sort of lovely 3D effect. So I'm just going to go with some blue across here, just darken this lighter area down a bit. Not much, just gives it a tint, because we want it not to be too light, because the light's hitting the top of the head, like I said before. So this area is a little bit darker, especially near here and around this bit, so we just need to bring that down a little bit. We can always, if we don't think it looks right, like I say, add more light to the area. But yeah, that's looking better now, which is good. So I'm not referencing the original photo or picture that I had, because this has now become my take on it and my style, and you know, like that. It's not going to be photographic sort of quality. But it is my style, and I think as an artist, when you sort of first start, it's good to sort of like just cut your teeth a little bit, but then you need to start thinking about your style really, and how you are, and not be afraid to experiment. I think I am just going to try a video once. I think what I might do is get a black, just like a black sheet, and just try and draw something from there, just from brain. Whether it's sort of like a scary face or something. I think we should try that and just see. It might be a good exercise to do, and see what we come up with. It could be an utter disaster, a bit like my phone falling off the camera holding thing. That was a bit of a disaster. But it was kind of funny, so yeah, I do apologise for that. Okay, so again, adding a bit more depth and colour in these little areas here. See, it's all building and building and building. And I'm loving this brutal candy blue, really nice. Got a nice hue to it. Nice. It's great for. Let's just put some down here as well. Blending in. So blending is tends to be, you kind of add sort of a darker edge like this, and then just pull away a little bit, and that'll give you more of a sort of lovely, beautiful blended area. So it's kind of like spreads out. So from here, so if I was in this little dark area here, as I'm nice and close, getting some nice dark, and as I pull back out, it just blends the colour a bit. There we go. Yeah, it's looking good. We will add some more highlights in a bit. I'm looking forward to gooing him up. Gooing him up. Gooing up. Yeah, so please explore your own styles. Get stuck in. Try something new. Don't be afraid. I think you don't have to conform all the time to what people want. But we have to practice as well. What do you reckon, peeps? Yeah, it's getting there, isn't it? Let me have a look here. So what I'll do, I think I'm going to put some highlights all across here, then I'm going to hit them with the blue, and then into the dark areas I'm going to sort of spread that out slightly. I'll pop that across there. Let's give this a go. And I kind of want it over here as well. Okay, let's put some. I hope I'm not covering it up. Let's have a look there. No, we're okay. So the blue will kind of bleed into this area as well, and it catch the little white tips. Again, I'm just adding texture really. Okay, let's have a look here. So fine, this micron. I don't. You can hardly pick it up on the camera, but it pulls such fine lines. Okay, just gonna hit this bit again as well. bringing that area out. I'm just going to put some kind of curved bits up here. Yeah, let's just put some underneath there. Sorry, I should be talking all the time, shouldn't I? So this now here is a pure highlight now I'm doing there. Okay. Okay, let's swap it over again. I'm getting some blue again now. Just links beautifully. Yeah. We're going too far? No, we're not. We'll keep going. Oh yeah, I was on this area, wasn't I? So, okay, so I'm going to add some blue hue to this. Going over those highlights that I've just put on with the whites. And then we'll hit more of the corners with the darker, adding more layers onto it. Yeah, it's coming good. It's funny, when I've been painting, I listen to the airbrush. This one's slightly more noisy than the micro. I know it's my setup, but it's slightly more noisy, which is fine. Okay, we'll get some more of this over here. Just brings out those lovely lines there. Darken it up a bit more. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to continue with this process. You'll see when next time when we come, it will be a lot more sort of dark, a lot more areas that are making it slightly more sinister. And then we're going to hit it with some pure highlights, goo. We're going to start hitting this area here with a reducer as well, so we get some really nice little peaks. So yeah, I think that is the plan. I thought I might just do one more video, but in fact I don't think it's going to happen. I think there's going to be another one, and if you're bored, that's fine. If you're not, stay with me. But I'll yeah, that's what we're aiming for. So yeah, I'll continue doing this, and the next video will be highlights, saliva, finish the T-cloth there. That'll be it, I think. And you'll see some more progress on here. I think that's the way forward, I think, because again, I'm just highlighting techniques that I'm doing. So all I'm doing is adding more depth, more colour to it, darkening him down a bit, making the alien that he should be by using lots of different colours and blending it in. As you can see there, it's not just pure yellow now, it's like a darker blue hue to him. So again, thank you everyone for tuning in just on this is a bit of a quicker one. And I hope you enjoy your day. Like I'm getting back into it again now, aren't I? Hope you enjoy your day and see more progress on our Xenomorph. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. If you're not subscribed already, maybe consider it. It's not a bad thing, you know. You might learn a few things, might not, but I really appreciate it. So this one was really more about layering and adding more texture. I appreciate your time and watching. And the next one will be relatively short, I guess, because I'll just be putting lots of goo and lots of sort of little highlights all over the place. And I think that might be the last one, but who knows? I think it will. I think it will. So thanks for your patience, everybody. And this is Dark Art Pro signing off. Have a most awesome day and look out for the next video. Love airbrushing. See everyone. Thanks very much. Bye. Ooh, hands going mad.